Check that we're live. Okay, now then, as is traditional in these circumstances, Engin, Terzi, we're going to just check that we are in fact live, mate, because, as you know, I'm something of a technical genius, Engin. And just turn that down for a start. And hopefully in a minute, some of the faithful will be giving it, fat lad, we can see you. Right now, if you are in the chat, let us know where you're at. Let's have a look. Khalil Dogan in the chat. Mate, can you see us, brother? Joe, 1075, what's up? And away we go. Yes, it looks like we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. The fat lad, Neil Pickup with you here in the mother fluffing house. And I'm with me old mate, the Enigma of Rage, Engin Terzi. And if you look, I'm working on my Engin look, ladies and gentlemen. I've let the beard go a bit. If you notice, Engin's got me beat just a little bit, but he's naturally a hairier guy than me. So that's why he's got that head start. If you'd have given me a couple of days, Engin, I could have matched you, mate. Look at that look. None of that goatee rubbish, going for the all-round look now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Engin, how's life?
Life is kind of boring with COVID, you know. We are under lockdown. And yeah, and it's ending on May 17th. Till that time, you know, it's kind of be boring.
Hey, but you just got word on the big match. It's coming off. So yep. Mark it off. It's on. Tell everybody about that, mate. Big news. Because you've had this set up like twice now before.
This is the fourth time it's set, you know, for rematch. And last year, 3 weeks before the dates, that COVID thing happened, and then everything in Turkey was canceled. And then twice, because of my elbow problems, we had to cancel it. And it was gonna be on April 24th. And the last minute, the Russian government put some travel restrictions till the June 1st. And then in last 9 days, you know, it was canceled again, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's set again on June 12th.
June 12th. So now let's take a little step back in time. You've had this organized a couple of times, mate, and you got in you got in crazy shape the last time, and you ended up pulling Viral Dobrin. And we'll get on to Viral Dobrin's recent performance in a few minutes. But it's fair to say you look pretty solid there, mate. Or have you managed to maintain that kind of shape? Because you know,
Neil, you know as good as I do that, especially at our age, it is not so easy to remain in the top shape long time. You know, especially if you are injured. Like stronger you are, and you are closer to the injury because you are pushing the limits. So I can't say that I am as good as at that time. I have some inner elbow problem here, but I'm doing some medical treatment, and hopefully, you know, I will be able to push it. If not, it will be a very hard day for me.
Well, it's kind of when you come into this match with Arthur, and we've spoken about this before, mate, it's kind of one of those situations where many people might feel like, for the average guy, you are not in a pressure situation, because we're talking about Arthur Makarov, who up to a recent shot loss at the Russian Nationals against Zola, everybody figured was the man. And he's still very well, maybe. He just had an off moment. Now, you've obviously got pedigree like very few men that have ever put their arm on a table. But you're 175 years old. You're grayer than you used to be. And you're taking on a man who is in the peak of his career with no distractions, less miles on the clock, no injuries, more focus. All of those elements that go to mean that this guy's got every advantage, perhaps the only advantage that you have. would be experience, or you could argue experience and the fact that it'll take place in your country. But outside of that, you don't have a lot of people, you don't have a lot of factors that are very much in your favor at this time in your career. Do you feel less pressure going into this match than you have at some points in your career?
I mean, in fact, I had like tons of pressure on me. I had pressure more than anything else in my career. But when you are, how to say, when you are having too much pressure on you, after a point, I mean, you just let it go. You understand? You come to a point that just whatever is gonna happen just happens. You understand? Just no need to just go there, do your best. It's okay. You know, just don't be like you can't handle the pressure anymore. So after that point, you just get relaxed. You know, just I mean, whatever. I set the date. I have to just stand up and then do my best. You know, no need to put pressure on me. You know, I'm not an amateur. I know what to do at the table. But I disagree that there's advantage like about it's been in my home country. I don't know. He beat me in my home country, and he was very fair and square. He was just better. If he's better, he's gonna win anywhere in the world. You know.
Yes.
The only reason that I am the one who is finding the sponsor here, so that's why it's happening here. You know, because I am organizing. If anybody pays me the same amount of money that he will get paid. You know, he can be anywhere. You know.
How much did you? Oh, just a little one for you here, mate. Mario's come into the comments, and he just put, Neil, please tell Engin we're thankful for him doing the North America versus East stuff. The fans really needed this. Hope he will do more of these in the future. Yeah. So a nice comment there for you, mate.
I love the community, except some negative people that just under every YouTube video just repeating the same offensive words. Other than that, I really love the community. And you know me, those many of them are new, but I have been sharing a lot on internet from the past 20 years. Of course, there was a break time. That's why some people doesn't know me, but I love to make community happy. Maybe you remember I made the world rankings for like years and years and years, if you remember, yeah. And of course, I see that people just like getting far from arm wrestling, and they are just focusing on some other things than arm wrestling. And then I just thought that it would be good, like 2 times, we organize very high level tournament, but it's not so easy to find sponsor for all these events, We organized one event in March, one event in April, and now in June 12. So Hermes and his manager, Naim, they set the match, super match against Matt Mask. So they were just thinking if it should be in Dubai or Istanbul. And then they said, okay, can you organize? I said, yeah. They said, just a location and a table and 2 referees. And I found a good venue. And then I was just thinking there will be a single match there, nothing else, understand? And then I said, oh, maybe we should make it just more exciting. And then I said, like, okay, maybe I can find sponsor for events, some of the matches, but maybe if the fans support us, then maybe we can do some greater things. And then it came to this point that now Tatashins is gonna pull Zola, Haji Murat. We will go probably each of them. We will analyze, and Sarah Beckman versus Irina Dreeva, and Bojidar Semenov, Tony Kitowski, and Efe and Herman, I and Arthur. It just looks very high level card. Just like, I mean, and I'm so happy that they supported us. They almost covered Tatachin's Zolev and Bojidar Tony matches. Sarah match has its own sponsor. My match has my own sponsor, and Herman covers his things, and then.
So Herman's coming as a fan.
What's that?
Herman is coming as a fan.
He's coming to pull his match. He helped me a lot. He and Justin Grant and Derrick Smith. These guys, have been helping me a lot.
Herman's an interesting character. I like Herman a lot. He's an outlier.
Yeah. He's
a fucking weirdo.
He has his own unique personality. Yeah,
and unique set of strength. He's one of the weirdos, mate. Let me tell you, Herman's a strong mother. He really is.
Yeah,
Herman's serious. He's no joke.
Yeah. I think his quality is just like high. Very top level. Yeah, maybe with more horsepower, he could be as dangerous as anyone. Genetically, he's good. Also, his technical ability is very good. Like
I think that's his main weapon. Actually, he's got very well-rounded strength, and he's got great table intellect. He's got good intelligence up there. He pulls. His transitions are well timed. They're well thought through. He knows when to sacrifice something and when not to. He moves well in all positions, and he's clearly got a gang of horsepower. Good arm wrestler.
The other guy that he's gonna pull, the Efe is very strong guy. Doesn't have so much international experience, but very strong guy. Very good top roller. And Efe is very strong. And if Efe is too strong, then Efe is gonna win. But if the power level is not like, there is not too much difference, and then Herman is going to use this by his experience, knowledge, and his well-rounders, and then if he can apply his power, Herman has chance. But if Efe is too strong, you know how it is. When the other guy is too strong, it doesn't matter how much how experienced you. It doesn't really so much matter. The guy will just dominate you. I'm not saying it will happen this way because I cannot really compare them.
No, we got a super chat just come in, Engin, and it's from the king of the super chat world. His name is Stephen Pena, and this mother fluffer don't play games when it comes to super chat. And it turns out he's an Engin Terzi fan. Stephen, thanks for your super chat, mate. And he's put back and better. Engin, I love you, and I want to see you pull again. Well, he's going to get his wish. It's coming. It's coming. Now then, moving on from Stephen's super chat.
Thanks to him.
If you win the match against
just Neil, just get the hell out of here. You're gonna ask me if I'm gonna continue, right?
Right, because you keep selling. We have these, and I'm not talking about when we're on YouTube. I'm talking about when it's me and you just talking. And I think I'm done. I think this is it. This one. I think this is it.
Neil, the price is so high. Elbows hurt all the time. Do you know how it is? Like, I'm hurt all over.
I'm sat this side of the microphone talking about your match.
Yeah, neck, lower back, and the legs, shoulder, brachialis, inner elbow, outer elbow, everywhere is hurt. It's like, you fix somewhere, and then once you fix, you just put pressure, and then you get broken from the weakest link. Another one, you fix there, another thing happens. You understand? It's just like I am sick of the treatment, for my elbows, for my back, and then neck. Just like I can't even go down and then change the weights on the dumbbell. I ask my students, even to my wife, can you help? You understand? Just like it is, just like I am like, I don't want to do that. In the past, it wasn't like this. Like I was just like crazy in the gym. Now, the simple things are just hard to do it. Especially now. Do you know why I set the Arthur match again in June 12th?
No.
It is because if I would wait 3 more months, I was gonna be 100 kilo again. So because I gain weight. If I don't have a goal, a target, then I don't know. I just eat, not move so much. Like all my life, I dieted, and then I'm gaining so much weight, and then I become powerful, and then I lose like 20 kilo down again or 15 kilo down again, and then. So like I was like, if I wait, I will never pull him again because I will never diet like that again. So while I am like, under 90, just let's try, you understand? Just pull.
So
okay.
I know all the bad things, right? I know all the bad things.
I want to answer you first.
Yeah.
You said that if I beat
you were ducking, I thought you were swerving my ass, and I was going to come back to it, and I'll keep circling back. Like
no. If I beat him, there are two people that I would like to pull. One is out of curiosity, Bojidar Simonov, because this guy is very interesting. You know, my pronator is very strong, and as good as my pronator is like he has the same the lower wrist tendon here, and then the bottom two finger and the supinated side pressure. It is just like, do you know how it is? Like,
yeah,
I mean, perfect training partner for my pronator and perfect wrist training partner I am for his wrist, you understand, with my pronator.
Yeah.
It is just, but I think that I know the way to beat him, but you will never know until you can do that. So it's just like to him, I saw that on the YouTube chat with Ray, he said that, you know, right now Engin would beat me, but if I gain a little bit my weight and then get stronger, and then yeah, then maybe yeah. But I think that, you know, even now, like I'm about, just say 87 kilo, and he is probably after weigh-in, he was like about 80 kilo. And but when we in Istanbul, when we train a little bit, I was 85 kilo. I mean, I think even now.
How often have you trained with him?
What's that?
How often have you trained with him?
I mean, I trained with him 3 times. One time after Europeans in 2019 in Greece, and then after the super match, when I pulled Viorel and he pulled the top 8, 78, and then the last time, you know. So 3 times we trained, and maybe 4 times, even when the Kazakhs came here for the Nomad Games, you know. I think, yeah, I cannot say that, you know, I was better than him. I cannot say that he was better than me. The reason that I cannot say I wasn't better than him, because we didn't really pull ready go in strap. Without the strap, I mean, no way he can beat me. He knows that as well. But once you put the strap and the ready go match, we both hit each other. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You know,
well, that opportunity, the strap changes stuff because he's got the opportunity to apply the side, and he's anchored to you, so it neutralizes your pronator a great deal. Particularly if he's younger and quicker, which he is, and more elasticity. You know, you've got scar tissue on scar tissue on scar tissue. Like, it's not a good look. But the fact that you're able to, this is my point, you see, the fact that you're able to hang at all with the likes of Arthur Makarov and Bojidar says it all, mate.
I will tell you something. I don't know if I can beat Bojidar or not, but even if he beats me, I mean, the first round he's gonna beat me is not gonna be any less than 1 minute. You know, he's not gonna beat me until I'm like totally finished of power. Not right away, no way. And maybe I will beat him as well. We don't know this, but you know, Bojidar, I have never seen his right wrist being toppled in strap. You know, he pulled Irakli in Moldova in strap. He just like nothing, you know. And he has beaten Tortiev, he has beaten Dobrin, like he has beaten Plemen 4 times, you know. I saw him beating Plemen twice in Moldova in September 2018. A month later, Plemen competed the WAF and then top roll Zola. He couldn't top roll Bojidar, but he top roll Zola. He's top rolling Zola almost every time they pull, you know. You know, especially
you caught the interview I did with Krusty, didn't you?
What's that?
Did you catch that? Did you see the deep insides with Krusty that I did?
No.
Okay, so I'm speaking of Krusty, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking about just general shooting the shit about his training, and I think we got around to because we were talking about RVJ and Sasha and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you know, how are you doing with Yoran Kornev? How are you doing with Sasha at the moment? And he goes, well, funnily enough, we trained the other week, and I was struggling more with bloody Bojidar than I was with Sasha. I was doing well with Sasha. Obviously, it's training, and styles make matches. But he said I was struggling more with Bojidar than I was with Sasha. But Sasha was beating Bojidar.
Yeah.
I was beating, you know, so it's the old styles thing. But at the end of the day, that shows you the level of venom you're talking about when you talk about Simeonov. He's an animal.
Yeah, he is.
Like an animal.
He looks very, very innocent guy, very non-dangerous guy. But you put the strap with the guy, it's like nightmare, you know.
Yeah, he's Iron Dick.
Yeah,
it really is. There's no doubt about it.
The other guy that I would like to pull, I know it sounds crazy, but Zola, but not not like I would try to make him attracted. You know, he's about 90 kilo normally. I would pull him at 85 kilo. Then if he wants, of course, then I would pull him, because I know I'm still fat. Without fat, even Arsene Liliev said that, you know, Engin, you are maximum like 78 kilo guy, you know, if you were as ripped as Zola, you understand? And so like, this is only like a dream, you understand? Yeah, I would like to pull him. Yeah, I kind of feel at that weight, if I'm very good form, it's possible to do something to his hand, but to bring his arm down is the real challenge.
There's a shit ton of arm wrestlers in the. Oh, just to let you know, Engin, as well, we got Coach Ray in the chat here. Okay, he's making a few comments, just picking up on some of the stuff and backing what you've said. And a lot of the people in the chat are saying, "Oh, Ray, get on here, join Engin and Neil, get on the chat." Do you want him to come in? Can I get Ray? We get Ray in here as well.
Yeah.
Ray, send you the link, mate. Get your ass in here. But yeah, just picking up on that. I mean, we talked a minute ago about one of my favorite arm wrestlers. I know we've spoken about him many times, but Tortiev, who's just starting to re-emerge a little bit again. He went out for a while, didn't see him for a while. Back in there, his encounter with Bojidar was one of my favorite matches. That was what that showed from Bojidar, was that he had a level of maturity in his arm wrestling as well, because he had every reason to panic during that match and did not panic. Because a guy like Tortiev, when he gets you hung, very, very bad situation to be in. And there were times there when Bojidar was scratching. He was at the ragged edge, really scratching, didn't have anywhere else. And yet he managed to keep himself together in the areas that mattered and time it well. It's like we were talking about with Hermes a moment ago. That timing, the precision, it's everything. And he showed a lot of maturity in that match for me. And I thought that was a great arm wrestling match. Magnificent.
You may imagine a Tortiev all-time top roll in Zola. And then when it comes to Bojidar, even now, it will be even harder. If they are in the same weight, it will be even harder to top roll Bojidar now. Bojidar is just like growing, you understand? He's just still very young.
Yeah, he is very young, which is a scary thought, isn't it?
I mean, Tortiev is young as well. But
how old is Tortiev?
Tortiev, I think 96. No, 2016. I think maybe it was his last year in the. So he's probably 26 or something. In fact, you know, Bojidar is probably the same age, you know. But I somehow remember seeing Tortiev on international area before Bojidar. Earlier. I was seeing him in A1 tournaments and some Russian nationals, even in the seniors, I think, when he was young.
So Tortiev must have been active bloody early in his career, like 18 or something, because he's been around for a...
Probably, yeah. He was surprising me. I was like, who's this skinny guy that is causing problems to Zola, even in some Russia tournaments, you know?
Yeah, he's a great arm wrestler. For those of you in the chat who don't know, Georgi Tortiev, keep your eye out for that guy. Mega. Absolutely.
I think he's set now.
Who's that guy? Do you know this motherfucker?
I don't see him. I don't see him.
You can't see him? Oh,
hey, good evening.
That's because he's sat in the dark.
Now I saw him. I saw him, but I don't see you.
No, he's got that air of mystery about him. Yeah. He does a lot of photo shoots like this, Engin. When he's on the fix, you know, he tries to. It's all about mood lighting. And now that his tan's coming on, it just takes that glow off, the glow of the day.
I saw some sun. I was like, I did my live stream. Like I started my live stream, and someone goes into the chat and they're like, Engin and Neil is on, and I'm like, guys, I have to leave it. And then I just watched it today. Of course, I just enjoyed the conversation. And Neil
I don't know how much you caught, mate. We were just talking about Bojidar, and we were talking about Georgi Tortiev,
as you know.
And I'll tell you what, but also we were more talking about the fact that Engin is in fact a dick for even thinking about retiring, when literally about 3 weeks ago he dominated Viral Dobrin. And anybody who knows Viral Dobrin is a absolute monster. Very, very strong guy. Phenomenal use of pronation in his arm wrestling. Rock strong wrist. Really, really solid all-rounder. And you looked very, very good in that match, Engin. So my point was kind of, you know, if you're looking at cards for yourself going forward, I can think of, and I bet you can, Ray, just off the top of I can pluck out of my ass pocket on any given day 10 matches that I'd throw you into tomorrow, and I'd love to see the outcome.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of guys, particularly at this age. You know,
I have experience, so much experience. I know, as long as my elbows allow me, I know how to get ready for each guy. But of course, if you are physically strong enough, you can do something. If not, you can't. We will see. We will see how it will be. We will see. But I need to pass him. After pass him, I don't think that anytime soon I'm gonna pull anyone. But I may think, you know, just let me. I want to just go to gym and do like general, like bodybuilding type of training. You understand? Like shoulder, even the bicep with the like barbell, you know, full motion, just
full range. Like
train everything, lat, trapeze, you know, chest. Like just I want to keep myself in good form, but not arm wrestling specific for some time, because if I ever decide to come back, I don't want to be like starting from zero again. You know, I want at least, you know, because I think that the specific training, like 2 months, everything will be back. Yeah.
You already know how to arm wrestle. You don't have to learn that from you. One of the scariest things in arm wrestling world is Engin Terzi with a vendetta. If you beat Engin and if you have a super match with Engin, you're gonna lose that match.
Yeah, come on. Why you say that? Just come on. It's not true. Yeah, but listen, I agree about this part. If you pull in with me, if you are same as like I am, that you can have concerns. You understand? You can't be sure that you know what's gonna happen there. You understand? You can't be just I'm gonna go and destroy this guy. But it doesn't mean that you are not gonna win. But it just like I kind of feel that you need to be stronger, more horsepower, because it's hard to get the control about that part. That the hand wrist pronator control is hard. But whenever you have a horsepower like Arthur, you know, even Arthur lost last nations. Just think about it. The guy stopped him in hook like about 3 centimeters before the pin pad. Imagine Arthur is taking me there, and then it's over. I can't do the same thing. So Arthur is still as dangerous as before against me, because from here to here, you know, he is incredibly strong.
Yeah, that's the key.
If he takes me there, it will be all over anyway. So I really need to do something before we go there. You know, around here I need to do.
Yeah, there's a slim pocket of guys that are able to get you into the B-side environment and turn you, supinate you, get you off your pronator and almost neutralize your wrist, because you're very, 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 very. I mean, if you analyze your entire career, there are very few times when you don't win the hand and wrist match. Very, very few times.
Yeah, but now, you know, whenever you have elbow problem, you know, everything is coming in, you know, located here. Yeah, so what I'm just saying, that healthier here, stronger here, problems here.
Forearms looking pretty big there, son.
No, it's smaller.
It's not bad for an older guy.
I didn't train for some time, you know. 15th of April, it just canceled the match. And then maybe 1 training, 2 training I did. And then I started training a week ago.
Looks big, mate.
Yeah.
And you're what, 87 kilos right now?
I think 87, maybe 87 and a half, maybe, yeah.
Engin is 2 kilos over, like heavier than me.
You are 85?
85 now, yeah.
So we got a super chat question for you, Engin, here.
Yeah.
Redden997, thanks for your super chat, mate. And he's just come in with, does Engin know if, Vibliani is coming back? Now, you had him over at your event, didn't you, like a month ago, maybe?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Did you discuss that or not?
If he's coming back or not?
Yeah, if he's going to start.
I think some time ago, when I, in 2019, when I pulled Arthur first time, when he beat me in the same event, also Daniel and Murat Varhan pulled. I think that he sent me a message by messenger. He said, Engin, if you have a competition in Turkey, just invite me. At 78 kilo, I would come. It has been on my mind, you know. And then So I did the first event, and then for the second event, so I just wanted to think that, you know, like maybe some lighter guys needed to be eliminated from the first event, and then to add some heavier. And he told me that, you know, he was heavier. And then I asked him, and then, yeah, I think with enough notice, I think that this kind of tournaments, Jumbo is ready to pull probably next 4 or 5 years more. And in Hook, he still seemed incredible.
Yeah, he's
you know,
really, really
I saw him there inside. See, Talgat was stopped by Emrah and Daniel on the first start, as far as I remember.
Jumbo took his arm.
Yeah. Second starts, he was faster and beat them. Some says it was early start, some not. I don't know about that. But Jumbo really absorbed, you know, his hook, and then catch him and then beat him. You know, and after the tournament, I saw him jumble with the Bojida, and I can't say that, you know, he's gonna beat Bojida in real competition, but there Bojida really tried, but he couldn't do much because
I saw the video.
The style of jumble was kind of bad for Bojida's style. Yeah. It was bad. You know, I'm not saying that he will be strong enough to beat him if it was a real competition, but I still think that there is a possibility, especially when we realized that Bojida was at the top shape, while Jumbo just trained for a month and then come there, you know, with a longer preparation. The things may be different, but it seemed like more possible to beat Jumbo with outside than inside. Inside there, I don't know if anybody could beat him that day, you know. Maybe Bojidar would do, but he seemed incredible.
Funny, isn't it? You still got these guys kicking around that are old.
Yeah. I saw Gashevsky at the side table, still dangerous, you know, this guy.
I mean, you know, Cobra Rhodes saying he's coming back arm wrestling.
You see, wow, I would love to.
And I'd like to see Cobra, if he did come back, and really invest some time in it.
He versus Gashevsky super match.
Yes, that's what I want as well. That's the mother right there.
For next East versus West, we need to make that.
Let's go.
Gashevsky would be ready to pull any day, I guess.
Yeah. Do you guys want to analyze the East versus West matches?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I'm just going to ask you a quick super. We've got, I love this, my kind of question. Stephen Pena straight in. Will Engin shave for his return? Are you going to go fully shaved head like on the picture? What are you thinking, son? Does that make it faster?
I mean, it is one of my last concerns, you know, how I will look, you know. Just
you should work with that, because that's worked for Madonna. Because I know I went to a Madonna concert.
Yeah.
At least 20 times. Engin, totally different woman, came out. I'm like, fuck me. Didn't look like that a minute ago. Suddenly, she'd run off stage, straight back out, different, point to your tits. Amazing. You could do a similar thing. You could pull like some guy, and then very next time you came out, you could make it so you look like your head was upside down. Keep the beard, like Michael Todd has done, but he's let it go too far.
How about I do this, you know, between the rounds against Arthur, the first round, I go like this, and then just in less 2 minutes, just shave it.
Shave the head.
Yeah. Maybe first like this beard just here only, and then the third round, I totally shave everything.
Awesome. That's the kind of thing, working the looks.
And then fourth round, I put the fake hair.
I will post the link in comment section for the event. If you donate for that event, so we can see shaved Engin between rounds.
Get it done. Yeah. Get him, whip him off stage. And
I wanted to say this on my.
It's tremendous, mate. Absolutely.
I wanted to say this on my live stream, but we are here. So I will be in Turkey for the event, and I'll be there at least 5 days. We talked with Engin yesterday. I already checked the flights and everything else, so I will be.
Yeah, it will be very good that you can do some.
I will do everything I can.
Interviews and everything. Yeah.
I wanted to come to the bloody first one, where Derrick was there and Sally and Levon and stuff. That was a great event.
Yeah,
the practice table sessions. After that, I'd enjoy more than the fucking tournament.
Yeah, but if you watch the full video, people are asking me why the video is not out yet. This is because it was filmed with professional cameras for the TV, and they want me to do some commentary for those videos. And because of COVID, we can't get out of home.
No.
And so after I had my commentary, and then I think they will talk with the TV. Probably it will be on TV. That's why they didn't show. But this event, that is some like partially, sponsored by the fans, will be with the high level, high quality cameras. It will be live broadcasted on Voice of Armwrestling. Yeah, I wish you were here. I wish you were
Mate,
here.
I wish I was there, but I've just thought about something. We could give back here. We could do a T-shirt fund because we have one for Ray, because Ray loves cats. I mentioned he loves cats. Now then, we've got a T-shirt going for Ray in which just tells everybody that he loves cats. Now, unfortunately, we'll probably sell none. But if we did, we could raise money for cats, Now, we could do a similar thing with you, Engin. We could do a couple of T-shirts. One of them could just say something like, Engin is not happy. And a picture of you not particularly pissed off and not particularly happy, just moderately all right.
Let's focus on arm wrestling.
This is a good idea. We could do a second shirt, right? And it could just say, Engin shaved. And on the front, there's a picture of you with hair, and on the back, no hair. And any money raised, we could put into doing East versus West matches. Could be a winner. Could be a winner, son. Keep that in your head. Now then, let's go through these matches. First one that I want to talk about because it might take a while. And there might be a few differences of opinion.
Hermes and Matt?
Oh, go on then. We'll go with that. I was going with Todd Hutchins and Zolev, but that's the worst. Todd, which you want to go? I was going Todd Hutchins, Zolev.
Whatever you choose.
Let's go with that. Todd Hutchins, Zolev. So come on.
Yeah,
you go first.
You go first. We already
you go first. You go flying in. Go on.
Yeah.
Okay, I go first, or
yes.
he goes
first?
Yeah. I go. Okay. I think Zola will be stronger than Todd, but it doesn't mean that Todd is gonna lose because Zola is stronger. When I say stronger, I'm talking about fresh max power. I talk about. I think that last time they pulled, if I am not mistaken, Todd probably was minimum 15 kilo heavier than Zola. At that time, I think Zola was pulling either 80 or 85 kilo category. And probably Todd wasn't less than 100 kilo. This is my guess. And so this time, when I asked Arsen about Zolev's weight, he said 92 kilo. And I think Todd is a little bit over 100. So to be fair, first we thought about 95. And then we thought that, maybe it would be hard. So we decided 97 kilo, weight limit. So I think if Todd is gonna lose. And I asked Arsen, and he said that most likely Zola is gonna come there 97 kilo. So we will be seeing 97 kilo Zola versus 97 kilo Touching. So
what's the biggest he's ever been previously?
Yeah, I think so.
What's that?
Is that the biggest he's ever been?
I mean, if he comes that way, yes, he will be. But he was 92 kilo, probably 92 kilo. He has been. But 97 kilo, sure. I don't think that he has ever been.
So he's never competed in like any of the Russian, just a Russian event at heavyweight.
I never seen him.
Last time he was 90, he was the biggest I have ever seen him.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that this is a huge opportunity for him for revenge. And I think that he's gonna come there ready. And I believe that he will be stronger. But it doesn't mean that when you are stronger, we don't know how much stronger. You can be stronger and then to finish the match without so much problems. So if that is the case, and then he's gonna reach to 3 wins. But if he is barely stronger, even if he wins the round, I'm not sure if he can do that 3 times. And if the strength level is not like what I'm guessing and very near to each other, that there is no way that Zola is gonna win that match, because Todd has incredible elbow joint strength, and his endurance is incredible. Side pressure is incredible. And we both know that when muscle and then joint, they are just like putting pressure each other. And if the level is the same, we know that muscle will be getting tired before the joint. Just remember Fadzino versus Semerenko. That's something like that. You understand what I'm talking about? The joint, I mean, is stronger. So as long as Zola doesn't dominate him in early rounds, his chance not so high. This is my opinion, but it is people for like so easy. They say Todd is gonna win, Zola is gonna win. I mean, you don't have to be genius. You have 50% of chance of the right prediction. You know what I mean, right? But
Yes.
but whenever you can calculate all the details.
Oh my God, it's a
then
razor decision.
yeah, I can say this is gonna win, that's gonna win. You don't train with that one. You don't train with them. You don't know their current shape and everything. It is just. I mean, it will be only a guess. But when you can calculate all these things, you realize that it is not that simple. You can't be sure of anything.
Why I love that
level
match
is too close.
It's a genuine. Both men have viable lanes to win that match. Really viable lanes to win that match. And I love any match that's like that. Is fascinating to me. If I'm sat, having a cup of coffee,
I will tell you something that Zola is 37 years old. It is like if you are not injured, like between 25 to 40, you can like think of the prime time for an arm wrestler. If you're not injured, if you don't have serious injury, And while
it worries me about Todd because Todd's 54.
Todd is 55 years old right now, and I think that whenever I put both of them on scale, Zola has much more to lose than Todd has.
Yes,
but don't get me wrong, Todd is still one of the best in the world. So when he is one of the best in the world, and it is not like you beating a 55 years old man, but you're really beating one of the best guys in the world. I don't think
what the irony is,
anyone in hook can beat him in the same weight.
I think he's better. What do you think on this, Ray? We said it the other day. I think that Todd is actually better, bigger.
Compared to before?
Big.
Compared to before?
I think when Todd comes in at like 110 kilos, he's friggin' mega strong. I don't know why.
We can't really like 100.
Oh no, it's not for Zola. It's not. But I worry about Todd at 97 kilos. That sounds silly, doesn't it? But I do actually. I'm more concerned about Todd because as he's got older and he started arm wrestling heavier more, I think he looks better at that weight. Oh, Stephen Pena.
But he didn't look that heavy already. He didn't look that heavy. Whenever I saw him training with Michael Todd, he didn't look like he's for sure under 105. I think that
he's always so thick. Like Todd looks differently from other men because he's so like other guys will have big muscle bellies.
Yeah,
he's just thick, and I think that's.
But there has been times that he looked bigger, than the last time I saw him with Michael. Of course, he's gonna look maybe lighter. Yeah. He will be lighter on the scale, but I think he will look bigger than what I saw him last time. I don't think that he will come with the shape that he pulled with Michael. Even there, he was very impressive. Super impressive. I didn't expect that at all. 10%, 15% more power. Then I think that it won't be easy. Let's see. I respect both of the guys. Both are great pullers, and I just wish the best for both of them, and let the better one wins. So
now we're not done with that, but I'm just going to knock over a couple of super chats. Stephen Pena, come in. How does a fan win a chance to be on the next fix? Honestly, Stephen, that probably won't happen, dude. We actually tried the fix with a couple of guests the other week, and I took a great deal of messages from people saying, don't have guests on the fix. I mean, a lot of people sent that in. So we'll probably keep the fix just with the fix crew going forward, because we have a lot of, I know that obviously ArmTV does a lot of stuff with the fans involved in the show, which is a great format. If you haven't been over to check out Gary's ArmTV channel, Gary Roberts on ArmTV and Uncle John, get over there, check it out. Also check out Engin and Ray's stuff as well on YouTube. I'll put the links in the description when we finish. A second super chat just come in from Juha Tenkanen. Engin, you should be friends with Devon again. They'd probably be friends anyway, mate, if they met again. I'm sure that will be the case. I don't expect that's
okay. Can I give my take on the match? And I want to hear Engin's thoughts on it, because I'm using the data that I have, and I'm giving edge to the guy that just has more things for him. So when I look at the match, of course, I think Zola has never been bigger and most likely have never been stronger. And that's a plus for him. Minus for Todd, he has to cut down weight. Doesn't matter what you do, cutting down weight's never great for you. Other thing is Zola has showed that he's very fast recently, and he can top roll. He can top roll really good versus guys like whoever, you know. I think the Tortiev match really gave him, you know, the loss that he suffered there. He started to explore that, you know, that other lane a little bit more. And if the match starts, I believe at start he might try to just top roll him, not to go straight for the hook. And the thing that I'm kind of worried about, I'm looking back at the match Rustam Babayo versus Todd, when everyone in the world wanted to see a hook war. It was 6-0 flash pins, and I remember I hope even let's say Zola gets those fours, you know, if it's 6 rounds, I hope they will end up in hook, because I really want to find out, you know, who is stronger.
Right. If I see that, just say if Zola really secures the match, as you said, with 3 rounds, I will make sure that there will be a slow start hook match.
Perfect.
I will just go directly to Zola and I will just say, let's go. Yeah. Just don't worry about it.
You both start like this.
Yeah. But the problem is, being a top roller and being an explosive finisher outside, one of the things is that Rustam didn't beat all 6 rounds with the outside. He beat him.
No, he went inside really fast. Yeah.
So yeah, Zola is not that explosive. And the problem is, when you are not explosive, even you take Todd's wrist, it's not that easy to finish him. I don't think that there is so much difference beating him inside and then with top roll, as long as he stops you, you know, as long as he stops you. And when you just so much depend on pronator, the pressure that you are doing is not as strong as the pressure that when you are using the downside and top side together, you know. Let's see how it will be.
But do you think, like, I think first round he will not try to go for a hook. I think he will try to get outside. What do you think?
Yeah,
like,
he can
if you would be Zola, you would looking at your chances at like finishing the match fast. You don't want to get in a scramble.
No, because it's the endurance, isn't it? I mean, as Engin was saying earlier, you know, Todd's
you don't want that.
55 years old, but he's a jointy, endurance-based puller. He pulls on material. And even if Zola has got the one-hit horsepower to finish the match, he may be stronger in a drag race. You know what I mean? In that just...
Yes.
But it's then your power drops in the next match by 10%, 5%, and the next one by another 5%. You get dragged into an alley fight with Todd Hutchins, you're going to get fucking bruised. You
know, Zola better dominate him. That's all I will say. Better dominate him, or it will be a hard day, you know, hard evening.
Yes. Put him away.
And I want to see that hook.
I promise you. You know, Zola and I are not like so close friends, but I'm sure
we'll talk with him. We'll talk with both of them.
No, I will just go directly to him. Just, you won, okay? Just go inside.
You will just, you know, you come as the next referee.
But just, you know, whenever
you
we
will
talk
put them like this, and they're like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Fine, it's okay." Don't worry.
I hope Todd is not watching us, you know. It sounds a little bit disrespectful that, you know, he's losing, and then we are making sure that Zola is going inside with him just because we ask for, you know.
We are making sure that we see that hook match. That's we're talking about. Yeah.
Let's hold this private, you know. Just, it sounds like, you know.
No. Okay. Todd can bang, and
if Todd stops the match. If he gets the stop early and it's in a any power position, any power-based position, even if he's flat-wristed, but has enough horsepower to stop the match and turn it into a grinder, I've got Hutchins all day.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not much left, a month left, and great, guys. Whoever wins, it doesn't take anything from the other one.
No, we just want to see the match.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the massive variable that is, where are people at during COVID, really? Because I don't know. You know, I don't know whether people have been really active training, a bit demotivated. You know, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows?
So what's the next?
Let's go. Well, we got to go with the other one, haven't we? Mask and Hermes. We've got to go. I mean, my God. Talk about two. I mean, look, if you're in Europe and you're looking for like that absolute shooting star arm wrestler who everybody's like, God damn, that guy's got some venom, it's Hermes Gasparini. If you're in North America and you're looking for the same thing, Mask. Mask might be the most exciting arm wrestler in the world. He is such an intense puller. You know, he's right there with the quick Vinyas, with the guys that, you know, Artem Tainov, when he was a young guy, used to have that. It's a shame he matured and calmed down, because I used to love it when he was a screaming, histrionic loony. It was ace. But now he's sort of calmed down. Matt has not calmed down. Matt goes up there and he's absolutely nuts. He's gone. His head's involved in the match so much. A bit like you when you were a pup.
Neil, was I the same way?
Oh, yeah, an absolute fucking lunatic, mate. When you used to go there and I'd be stood at the side of the table, we'd been talking 2 minutes earlier and you're calm as hell. And then you'd go up there and leather some poor bastard and spin round and be like, ah! And I'd be like, it was absolute quality.
Niazi was telling me. Yeah, Niazi was telling me, Engin, don't do that, please, don't do that. I said, I don't mean to. I don't mean to do that. I put so much pressure in me. Pressure.
That's expression. Just expression. That's what's happening.
I think that's amazing. One of the.
How about now? I don't have it right now, right? Do I have it? No, not
well, no, you've matured. You used to be a loony. You're not now. You
let it go, please. On 12, let it go. Just.
I used to love watching Gennady Quick Vinya at 120 kilos do knee sliders. Win a match, go nuts. And the other thing was when you don't speak a word of Georgian, right? Not a fucking word of Russian. But he would go in and he'd shout in Georgian. And you were like, what the? And he didn't give a shit what he was shouting. He'd just in a hook and turn to the crowd and shout some stuff. And I'd be in the crowd like I'm at a James Brown concert. I'd be like, yeah, I had no fucking clue what he just said, but I loved it anyway. It was ace.
Yeah.
You know, that's quality.
Yeah. You don't have to understand. You exactly know what he's
going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. No, yeah.
More of that.
He's like, he's mine now. Yeah. Wartime.
And everybody in the crowd, it doesn't matter where they're from, they're all going, yes, mate. Absolutely.
We all speak the same language,
Yeah.
I absolutely loved Matt Mask when he was pulling Sylvain Perron, right? And Sylvain Perron, for those in the chat that don't know Sylvain, I mean, the word arm wrestling legend gets bounded about a lot, but I'll tell you what, it's applicable in this instance. Sylvain Perron is a magnificent arm wrestler.
Yeah.
He's arm wrestling.
He was like Hutchings, He was almost like Hutchings.
Very similar, mate. Very
Here.
Yeah, just an outstanding puller. He has wins against everyone and anyone who is a name in the game at that period of time that he dominated.
Yeah, he has even won against John, and many
very
times he gave him hard time, very hard times he gave him. Yeah,
absolutely. He beat him, and I think he beat Bath in Curacao first round out. He frigging beast, and he's pulling Matt Mask, and Matt Mask gets a pin. He comes, I love you, but I fucking hate you. And I think that was one of the greatest lines ever. I couldn't commentate. I was laughing.
Who won the match?
Oh, Mask. I don't think Perron was. In fact, I know Sylvain was.
That was fourth season of WL. Fourth season.
I think it was it might have been the last year of the WL.
Oh, yeah, well, when it happened, yeah.
But it's just that absolute venom. It's not acting. It's in him. He's bristling. When he pulled Jerry Caderet and he was losing the match, and then he got a pin and went bananas. You can't bottle that.
No.
It's awesome.
You get excited. Like everyone will always tell me, like, I scream I don't remember what I'm doing. I'm just in the moment. That's how I feel. Like if I'm shouting or something or whatever, that's just emotions. You kind of just let it go. If I don't let it go, like, I don't think I'm a good arm wrestler at that point, because I keep it. I'm like, most likely I'm going to lose.
I hope we see that it's difficult in it because there's so much emotion attached to it. I think from both men's perspective, there's much more pressure this time round. Correct me if you think I'm wrong on that, lads. But because both men have sort of talked the game so much now, Hermes has talked the game, Matt's talked the game up. For Hermes, he's on a precipice, isn't he? From a pressure perspective, because even though he lost the first time round, I'm going to say Hermes is coming in as a favourite in most people's eyes. I think he starts as the favourite. Now, Matt Mask is a 6'6" vascular banana skin. That motherfucker is serious. You make a slight error against Matt, and he is going to absolutely batter you. So I would hate to be Hermes Gasparini if he loses the first round against Mask, and in his mind he feels like he had what he wanted in the setup, because that would be a horrible place to come back from, because Matt will drill through his soul, you know.
Neil, I have talked with Hermes. Hermes, in his mind, is about this match much stronger than anyone can guess. In his mind, he is not like he
concerned.
Yeah, like people calls him like practice winner and this and that and that. He just laughs, you know. He just ignores, you know. And more they talk, more they feel him, but they don't realize this. I think he's saving. I'm talking from his perspective, you know. We can decide about him, you know, how to feel, what to feel. He takes it that way, and he just waiting to answer that, you know, on that day. This is what I understand from the conversation I have with him.
And he's got, let's be honest, Hermes Gasparini's got every reason to be confident, because, you know, anybody that saw a fleeting example of Hermes in the WAL, number one, he's nothing to be embarrassed about, in my opinion, that he lost a match against Matt Mask in the WAL. Both these guys are finishers. They're both knockout punchers. If they nail you, you are nailed. And it doesn't really matter who you are. You're in deep shit. Now, in both instances, Hermes and Matt Mask, probably lesser so with Hermes, but certainly Matt, is the type of individual whose whole game is built around the fast finish. They're not the guy that's going to hang on in a poor position, because 99.99% of the time, they are not in a poor position. That man never gets in a poor position. And if you look back at Hermes Gasparini's career to date,
they both
he ain't got any weak losses. There isn't a weak loss. Who the hell is a weak loss on the career of Hermes Gasparini? There isn't one. He is a friggin' beast. He punishes.
They both like to control the game right from the beginning. So either of them will just direct the start. The only thing is that a few things on my mind. One, Hermes is stronger than last time they met.
Oh, clear, visibly.
Yeah. But the thing is that the thing that people are missing, if I don't misremember what you told me, you said that Hermes was set to Marcio Barboza, not to the mat.
Correct.
Yeah. So you said that it was a last-minute change for Matt.
Correct.
So if it was the case, it means that Matt was not prepared for Hermes.
He definitely wasn't. He stepped up to take it.
Let me finish. He was a last-minute replacement. So this time, it's not a last-minute replacement. Last 2.5, 3 months, he will be training, especially for Hermes. So I think that Hermes is now stronger, but I think that Matt is gonna be better shape than the last time they met as well. So I think that both guys will be stronger than last time. So, but the only thing is that the adaptation, you know, just how much Matt is ready with a still start.
Yeah.
Whenever referee said if they can't grip and said don't move, and then the here will be the same height, you know, right here.
It's the level of comfort with the environment, the surroundings, the cadence of the referee, the other nuances that people don't allow for. Just one moment, guys. I'm going to knock over a couple of super chats even. Sorry, guys. Losing my goddamn mind. It's been a long day. So, Sap the B, thanks for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate it, really do. And just said, Neil, can you ask Engin about Hermes' hand and how it felt when he grabbed him in Turkey? And also to compare him to other hands he's grabbed. Love you too, mate. Thank you very much for your support. Really appreciate that.
We didn't pull at all. It was the next day. No, he came in the same evening of the Viorel match, and I pulled Viorel, and after that we did all the trainings, and he came same evening there, and everyone was exhausted. And the next day we went to a gym and talked, but we didn't get to pull. We didn't pull. We didn't even grab with right arm. You know, even if you see the video, I'm showing everything with the left arm. Even to get a grip, it was hurting my elbow, so I didn't pull him. I really don't know. I'm curious. I would like to train with him. I know that, you know, he's stronger, but it would be good training for me that if he would just, you know, hold it and then just I work, you know, it would be good training for my hand, wrist, and pronator, you know, to feel such a strong hand, you know.
I've also never arm wrestled Hermes in my life, but I've spoken to a lot of people about Hermes, and everyone speaks about the fact that his hand and wrist are just absolutely iron. And I know that Ray pulled him in Dubai, came on the show. Well, Ray, you pulled him.
Yeah, I like strongest hand I have felt on table in every position. Like really, like we tried, like however I can. Like his endurance wasn't there because, you know, like longer I worked on the hand, he'd get more tired. But because he controlled it with the hand, like everything he done, his hand is his strongest. Like this point, this here is the strongest thing in his body. I believe it, because his back wasn't holding on like the power that his hand can generate, which is crazy. Like most people will have opposite. You want your back stronger than your fingers. He had it that way. So if when we talked, I said like, dude, train your arm, you know, everything else, so it catches up to your hand, and you will be even bigger monster. Like I want to see him versus really good guys to test him out, but super strong hand, super like the control he had.
Yeah. That's why I think that he has the potential to be near Brzink. I'm not talking about his career. The career-wise, he kind of missed that opportunity because John started everything from like 18, 19 already. Yeah. Now Hermes is probably what, 27, probably 28. Anyway, so I'm just saying that, but he has the potential. He can still become like very, very good, you know, as a heavyweight guy. He's not super heavyweight, but he is now about heavyweight. Yeah. And Neil, what's the other question? If you have one more.
Yeah, I have. Matt, Tickle My Limits Larrett's coming in. This is more of a statement, one of my favorite guys. Matt, also, mate, you need to email me, mate. Send me your email address. Oh, just grab a pen or just memorize this. It's supernaturalstrengthchannel@gmail.com. That's supernaturalstrengthchannel@gmail.com. Matt, send me over your email, mate. Fire over an email, because you won the super chat question the other day, so I'm going to send you out some merch. So fire that over, Matt. And Matt's question, thanks very much for your super chat, brother. He's just put, Matt said yesterday that he's going to be a wild stallion up there, and Hermes better watch out. He said he's weighing 253 right now and looking to be close to 265 by then. So Hermes better be really strong.
Yeah, last time I talked with Hermes, he said he was 264 pounds.
Hermes is.
Yeah. He was 116 kilos here. How much does this in kilos?
Shit the bed, and he's not fat.
It's about 255, near,
okay.
Maybe a little less. 253, 254. But
he was huge.
For a while, it was he said he was 120 kilo. But I don't think it's very good for him, you know. I think that he needs to lose some unnecessary water to not to experience pump, you know. But from one side, their match, I don't think there will be more than 3-4 seconds.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. That I said. Yeah.
Yeah, and but unless, you know, they have very, very equal strength and just somehow stuck at the middle like this, you know. Yeah.
And then either both loses You know, their hands, or one loses.
Yeah,
and then gives
another
up.
difference from last time to this time, he had a wrist surgery. He had a platin here, I think, and now it's removed. He said that he feels his wrist much better now.
Just quickly, going to pick up with Matt. Mate, don't worry about it. And also on that email that you send over, put your address and also your chest size, brother, so we know what shirt we can get you in, and I'll get that fired over to you. Super chat coming from Jack Hoek. Thanks, mate. And he's put, who does Engin think is the biggest threat to Michael Todd at the moment? Does he think it's Devon? Does he think it's Levan or someone else?
I cannot say the biggest one, but Levan has chance, Trubin has chance, Gasparini has chance, Devon has chance,
Italy.
Laletin has chance. You know, these guys all have chance. You know, I mean, anyone who knows how to deal with what Michael is doing has chance. Even Trubin has. Trubin may not be the top 3, top 4 guy right now, but he knows how to pull against Michael. It doesn't mean he's gonna beat Michael, but he has chance. He knows what to do as long as he is strong enough. Thanks
for that question, mate. Now then, we are moving on, breaking down some of the matches. So we've covered a couple of them, and we did a little bit about early on about the Herman match. I'm obviously biased as hell on that one because I don't know the Turkish athlete. So I'm going to have to sort of bow out of that in terms of commentary because I really don't know one of the men in the match. Do you want to cover that off and give us a little bit of background on the man he's pulling, Engin, or shall we move on to the ladies' match?
If it has a strongman or power lifter base,
so strong.
Yeah, he is pulling like train. He's just doing crazy. Like in the air, he does 170 kilo shoulder press. You know, standing. You know.
How's his arm wrestling? Like, if you would have to, you know,
he's a top roller. You know, very good top roller.
Hey guys, quick one. Guess who's just popped up in the chat? Derrick. Your old mate Derrick, Engin. Hey Derrick, you want to come on the show? Put something in the chat. Thanks for your super chat, mate. He's just put top 3 guys. So much respect for you all and support. Derrick, you want to come on? If you do, let me know, mate, and I'll drop you over the link, and we'll get. Who wants to get Derrick in here as well? And if you're not a fan of Derrick, you should be. Derrick says, I'm a massive Derrick fan. I think he's quality. I'm wrestling Derrick in the mother fluffing house.
So
sorry,
you want to go what? Bozidar versus Tony?
Yes, because I love that match. I love how you then go into Stonely silence, you bastards.
Tony is I have seen him as a top roller, right? He's top roller.
You know what? He can pull anywhere.
He's more side pressure oriented, hand oriented arms.
Yeah, but with the pronator base, right? Pronator base.
He's gonna try and control the hand and wrist for sure, but he's got
similar to you, a little bit more open.
I will tell you something. If he cannot flash pin Bozidar, I'm talking about right arm, I guarantee you that he will be hooked. And
that's not a choice.
You mean hooked spelt with an F?
Hooked.
He will be, Bozidar will hook him, and if he can beat Bozidar in hook, he's gonna win. But he won't be able to take Bozidar's wrist with right arm in strap. If he takes Bozidar's wrist with right arm, I will just go and shake his hand, and I will just say that you are the like greatest, about top roller, because seriously, he's gonna hook him. Maybe not right away, but he will just catch him. And then with the side pressure, he will hook him. Either he needs to side pressure him, or after he get hooked, he needs to beat him inside. But taking his wrist in strap, no way. So this is my opinion about right arm. About left arm, I think it is closer than right arm, because both will be going outside, and both are very strong, and it will be like Hermes versus Matt. They will just both go outside. The ones whose wrist survives, instead, it's gonna. The only thing, I don't know how good his endurance is. Bozidar has very good endurance. Let's see. Left arm, very close. Right arm, I can say that Bozidar is the favorite. My opinion.
So they're pulling both arms then?
Yeah.
Ooh. Check you out, Engin, Terzi.
Irina and Sarah also pulling both arms, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got, super chat coming for you, Engin, from Joe Mama. And he's just put, Neil, please thank Engin for coming back. We missed him. How ready, on a scale of 1 to 10, is he for the rematch with Arthur?
How ready I am to rate from 1 to 10?
Yes.
It depends, depends. Like before the match was canceled on 24th April, I can say that I was at about like 90% of my best ever. And I didn't train for some weeks. And now probably, I don't know. I think that I will be the same. After 1 month, I will be the same as the before April 24th. So I can say that I don't know if I am any stronger than last time I lost to him. But I don't think that I lost against him because I wasn't strong, but because of some key points were not ready. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
I expected him only to jump into my pronator. That I thought that once I hang him, you finish. But it wasn't the case, So he pulled his elbow, my wrist didn't handle. So if I have the good hand wrist control, if I control, people will think that it will be most likely between his wrist and my pronator. It will not be that way. If it was the case, I would win the match. But his side pressure is mostly based on his brachyradialis, lat, and pronator. He keeps this here so tight, and then he crashes. His power is not so much generated from the wrist, but because of his crashing side pressure, at the same time, he hooks you because of the pressure. So to stop this pressure, you need to really, really control here, like a little bit control his pronator. So you will be cutting this bridge. If I can, with the lat at the beginning, and then a little bit wrist, if I can control there, then if I a little bit control here, I think that my pronator will handle his wrist. That I must totally focus on controlling here. If I control here, I think this will be enough. But once you can control here, you hang on there, you just can't even go outside because you will lose your own wrist. You are just hardly holding here. So you cannot fully hit outside. But if you have good control here, you will hit here 100%. So I really need this, and then whenever I press, my wrist needs to handle this time. I train for it, and I will focus from now on. Probably minimum we'll do 2 more table training, and with control, of course, because elbow hurts. And then I will rest for like last 10 days. I think that it will show. It will show. Like I have a friend, Yusuf. He holds like this. I think that his 2 hands would be equal to at least, Makarov's 1 hand. But I will try to control his without taking his hand. Yeah. Once I take his hand, this doesn't really help, Yeah. So I will just try to just stay there with my pronator so he can apply power here. While he's applying, I need to just try to control there. If I control, if I have good here, I have chance. But I don't know. Maybe he will just crash me, destroy me. I don't know what takes place.
Oh, get out of Dodge with that stuff.
We will see. We will see. I'm not going there to be crashed, but anything can happen. You pull him with a strong guy, or maybe I will beat him. We don't know that. We don't know. I can't say that. I don't understand those people that they just before the match they are gonna like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna crash him, I'm gonna kill him. Just like
who knows what's gonna happen.
Fuck up, just train and then just show it at the table. Just like.
I kind of like that though.
Which one? That I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that?
Yeah, sometimes it's exciting.
I don't.
Well, you're a promoter.
I like it.
You're a promoter. Of course you like that.
Right, I like it. I'll be going up to Engin and I'll be going, come on, Engin. Tell him you're going to leather him. Yeah. And Engin be like, no, Fatty, I'm not saying shit.
See, I did with the Mindaugas. Mindaugas and I, we tease each other a lot. I told him, as long as it's within the respect borders, we can do it. And he was very smart, he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
He was just like, he told.
Derrick Smith, link is with you. Derrick Smith, get your ass on here.
More he talked, more he provocated me. He fueled me. He said that, I'm gonna come to he said, I'm gonna come to Istanbul, front of your people. I will tire you, and then I will slide my hand, hold from your forearm, and then wait. He said that until you give up. You know. Yeah, I was like, whenever I was thinking that, you know, like, can he really do that? Or what if he does? You know, I would punch him. You know.
I love him. I love Menderes. I think
but because I didn't want that to happen, I hit him harder than I have ever hit anyone else. So so he kind of bitterly paid, you know, his provocations. You know, he talked more he builds fear in me. You understand? Generated so much power.
It's good. I honestly, I think I like it that it keeps entertainment in. Super chat's come in. Daniel Daniel in the mother fluffing house. Oh, this is quite good. He's put, if Hermes wins this time, how many people will lose their mind if Matt then won on the practice table? Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I'd be up for that, mate. Absolutely.
Like, I want Hermes to show up in I'm a world practice arm wrestling champion shirt.
Brilliant.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, world practice table champion.
Yeah, world practice table champion.
Absolutely. Undefeated.
I think they shouldn't disrespect him like that. You know, he deserves more than that, you know.
Mate.
If he makes it funny, then it's not funny for everyone else.
Yeah, of course, it doesn't mean that, you know, table practice means something, but still, you know, he is more than practice champion. We all know that.
Yeah.
You super chat from Yuha, mate, back in here, and he's just put, the sport is bigger than any individual. Don't do it personal. Absolutely, mate. And it's hey, look at this, Derrick Smith.
What's going on, guys? Hold on. Let me pull over. I'm pulling over on the side of the road to talk to you.
Don't get your ass arrested. Yuha, thanks for your super chat, mate. Really appreciate it. And,
no problem.
Yeah.
No, top guys in here.
Derrick, we had to get you on here now that you're best mates with Engin.
Oh, hey, Engin is my best mate.
He's the
that's
kid.
A good point.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry.
The Supernatural Strength channel would just like to say that we are in no way responsible for any crashes involving Derrick Smith.
I'm off. I pulled off the freeway. I'm good. Here we go.
Nice.
Good to go.
There we go, son. Welcome to the show, Derrick. Hey? So, how long is it, Engin, before you get this big bastard over there arm wrestling somebody? Because he's on the rise. He's angling for a match as well, aren't you, mate?
Yeah. I have some great ideas. Before we get too focused on me, I just want to pay out some respect to, first off to Neil for hosting all this. You know, Iron Dick. You know, number one.
Get on it.
Number one over there. I can't believe he's still conscious after all the wine he drinks. And then you got
very fair.
You got Coach Ray out there training every single day, living in the desert right now, putting in work, prepping my man, getting him ready for his big match.
Tan's come on as well there, Derrick. Look at that tan.
Oh my God. Dude, you're dark. You're crispy.
Yeah.
And then we got Engin, and I'm pretty sure Engin hasn't slept in 2 weeks. He's been prepping this big match right now. This guy's on every hour of the day getting ready for this Istanbul event. Much props, you guys. I'm behind the scenes on that, and I get to see how much work he's putting into it, and how much thoughts he's, how much of his brain power he's applying, and it's really impressive. Yes, so
doing a quick flashback, Derrick. Have you agreed with what we've said in terms of predictions? Very sexy shot you just flashed up there, incidentally, mate. Very Ray. That was. If anybody wants to just go back and freeze frame that, you will see, in fact, that you just had a bit of a lifestyle shot from Derrick there. You can catch it, put it on your screensaver. Loved it.
Neil, you know, we have a group, you know, messenger group, you know, they're writing. He probably knows that, you know, if it was up to me, I would just probably set 20 more matches. You know, every day I'm coming with an idea.
Yeah.
Herman is telling me, you know, enough.
Yeah, Herman's like, yeah. So let me just calculate how much we need. So we need
$7 million.
Yeah.
Herman is reining it in.
We can either put a few matches or build a fucking shopping center.
Herman is stopping me. You know, Herman is stopping me. He's like, we didn't even cover the set matches, you know, please stop. You know, I was like, how about this guy and this guy? How about that guy and this guy?
Dude, at one point it was proposed, I almost pulled a reef, and I was like, wait, let's throttle back here a little bit before we get crazy throwing me against the reef. It was almost brought up. But no, the matches, I'm super excited about that card. I was trying to find a way to get out there. I might just stumble upon a airplane on the bottom of it and fly out there somehow. I don't know. I'm trying to get over there for the match. But no, I'm super excited. I don't really know how everything's going to pan out as far as the predictions and the winners. They're tight. They're tight match. There's a reason that we're all paying for these matches because they're so close.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's have a quick Derrick Smith flashback in terms of who you got. Oh, just let me knock over a quick super chat before I forget it though.
Do it.
American Cycle in France, thank you very much. That sounds like an exciting prospect, mate, as well. I bet that's fun. And thanks for your super chat, brother. He's put, I'm behind on the live show, but I just have to say it's beautiful just to watch Engin explain hand position. He truly is a grandmaster. There you go, Engin. You see another one for the t-shirt purchase there, son. Let's do it.
Engin the grandmaster?
Yeah, well, we could just put Engin is not happy. That's an awesome shirt. Why you haven't done that shirt, I have no idea, because that is a fucking winner all day. You might actually
impressed.
get to the million.
Engin is not impressed. That would be better.
Yeah.
He's like,
don't get me involved. my.
Oh mate, I could have so much fun. Just you look miserable as sin and just put screenshot and just put Engin thinks you're a cunt.
Can't wait. I gotta tell you guys a quick story. One quick story when I was visiting Engin. One quick story when he was telling me. We were walking one day and I was asking about his mindset before he gets into a match. Or I was asking about how he preps and like what his brain is like before a match, you know? And he was kind of giving me some insight, but he was telling me, he was like, you know, when I'm going up there, he started getting like real tense and he said, this man is my enemy. He's like, Derrick, you don't understand how excited I get. And he started radiating energy. And I was like, oh man, we're in public, you know. Hold on.
I didn't even realize that.
He's like, and I just want to, Derrick, I want to kill him. And he's just like, so I was like,
come on. It was only 2 days before the URL match. So it was normal that I wasn't.
Here we go. Derrick, super chat come flying in for you here, mate, straight off the bat. And you'll know where this is from. Michael Todd's calcified bone.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready. Here we go. This is put Sup Army. Thank you, Derrick, for showing me some love during our session. By the way, Derrick, thoughts on Johan?
On Johan?
On Johan. Wait for it.
I'm not really sure. In regards to like what?
Yeah, we'll be back with that in just a moment. Thanks, Michael's calcified bone. I'm sure he'll come on in a moment to clarify that situation, mate. Don't worry about it too much. That's how he rolls. Engin be up there like, what is this? What's going on right now? Daniel Urick's come back in. Who made an XL custom van? First vehicle, Derrick, has fit in properly. You do actually.
It's a Ford Flex. It's a Ford Flex.
You got headroom, mate. You got headroom. So while we're waiting for Michael's calcified bone, let's have a look what we got on there. Alpha Empire in the mother fluff.
Yeah, but Engin has the same shirt. I just gotta get you and Ray the shirts, and then we could all just wear my team shirt.
It looks pretty bloody good, mate. I'm in. So we've started today's live with a bit of a discussion around. Oh, here we go. Not to get broke off. Michael Todd's calcified bone. Thanks for your super chat, mate. Johan on my balls. You go, Derrick. Taking it. He's a friend of yours.
Sometimes you see things coming. Sometimes you just walk right into them blindly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're not.
That's how well we adjust.
Something weird. I don't read it out loud. I'm like, what
you just read it in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So first match of the night, right? We talked about my favorite match on the card, which is Todd Hutchins and Zola. And Engin went for Haji. Ray's gone Haji.
No. I didn't go for Haji. No. What?
It all depends.
Who have you gone for, Engin? Come on.
I didn't go for Haji.
If I've got $100, where are you going to go?
I explained the possibilities, you know.
He did actually do that. I can't deny he did that. I'm trying to set him up here. He's not having it. He's not having it, Derrick.
Okay. In regards to Todzilla and Haji, I think Raymond can agree with me on this one. These old pullers are losing their minds. They don't know what they're doing. They're falling off. They're getting too old, you know. And Todzilla's just getting crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a big Todzilla fan. So the last matchup was pretty close. I have to be wondering how Todd's doing. I mean, honestly, on an age topic, I do have to wonder how much sharper can he get?
Yeah,
you know,
and then 54 or 55 years old. It's like, yeah.
He looked very good against Michael Todd, you know, at the training.
Yeah, he did. How much weight does he have to lose for the match too? You know, like how is that going to affect
probably
him?
Maximum 5 kilo. Maximum 5 kilo, probably.
Yeah, that's a lot of Miller Lite to cut out of your system.
That is a truth.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a war. Obviously, we all know it's gonna be a war. We know where it's going. We know it's gonna be a war one way or the other. I think right now. Oh wait, I'm the only American on here. I'm supposed to hold on. Wait. I'm supposed to be biased in these selections. I'm not supposed to pick anybody but the Americans. No, but I do think I'll give it to Todzilla. I think he'll be a little bit heavier. I'm just wondering how that weight cut will affect him and how prepped he is going into this, because there wasn't a lot of time to prepare for this match. So but I'll give it to Todd.
You're going Todzilla on that one. So then we go on to, well, actually, let's get this one nailed. Herman Stevens. Now, Engin gave us a little bit of insight onto Herman's opponent. I don't know this arm wrestler.
Derrick knows Efe. They little bit played in, on the practice table.
We go way back, me and Efe. We go way back. Old friends.
We've showered together.
Now we met that one night at that crazy dinner where there was Levon and Vitaly. Everybody was at that dinner. Efe was there, and he was there with Arif, and we pulled. Me and him pulled, and there's videos on my channel of him pulling with Levon for a second and pulling with Vitaly, I think, for a second. So we gripped up left-handed, and I whooped him all over the table. No, I'm just kidding. He was actually really, really strong, right? A little bit unconventional in like his directions. Kind of powerful, meaning like his first movement would be like straight back and then straight side. You know, it wasn't as smooth, but he's very powerful. You know what I mean? In terms of like his just the different tools he has at his advantage. But you can tell it wasn't like super comfortable.
God damn. It's an arm, innit?
Oh my!
This is the shape of Irina.
Ray, put your arms down. Ray,
I asked for picture. I asked for picture for the banner, banner, and then this picture came.
That's a serious forearm on that young lady, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a forearm like bloody Ray. Massive.
Yeah. Sounds like Ray, put your arms down.
It's funny what you said there, though, because that pretty much supports exactly what Engin was saying. He said, look, he would lean towards Herman if the match was close on strength because of that fluidity and the well-rounded nature of Herman's arm wrestling. But if it's, if Turk's too powerful, then game over. Now then.
Yeah, I gotta get to Herman.
We were just about, hang on a minute. We did Bodjadar. Again, this is quite good for you. Bodjadar Katowski. Who you got?
I got Bodjadar. I don't have Tony on this one. I just think Tony hasn't been as well tested internationally. Bodjadar has. I think he's been. I know Tony has, the WL stuff, but I'm questioning how the flight is going to affect him. How well, he's going to do all that with the jet lag and whatnot. And then also like.
Why you didn't have the same things about the touchings?
Because he's done that.
No. I'm talking about flights. I mean, what I am just saying that you go World Championships, we go Brazil, we go Canada, we go US, or you guys come here. I mean, I think it is not gonna be because of that. They are coming like, I think 2 days before the event. I think they will be fine.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I just in general, I feel like Tony hasn't been as tested internationally.
You got to also remember,
yes.
Derrick knows Tony well, and he's got to meet him at competitions, and Tony be coming up to him like, "Oh, Derrick, what the fuck? Why are you
Tony
back
come up to
there?"
me like this. He'd be like, "Hey, do you have a problem with me, man?" He'd be like, "Is there an issue?"
What's going down here?
No, Tony's a great dude. I have no problem with Tony. I'm just trying to,
bloody strong as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, I am interested, and I do have a lot of hope for Tony because he is one of the few Americans I feel, especially at that weight, that banks on his hand control.
Yeah.
And that's big. Oh, that's big when you go east. You have to have a lot of hands, or you can't hang.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see that match for sure. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I'm just for now. I'm giving the edge to Bodjadar.
And finally, we just talked a lot about Hermes and Matt, which is you know, everybody's excited about that one. I can't freak. That's a coin toss, isn't it? I mean,
I've been giving the edge to Matt in all my predictions. But lately, in the past like week or so, I've been digging and looking. The real question is, to me at least, is how strong is Matt, right? I felt Hermes. I know how strong he is. I know he's on a warpath. I know he's making this big social media push. He's on top of his game, biggest, strongest, fastest Hermes ever, right? Where's Matt? You know, and the only person that really had an answer to where Matt is his training partners, Devin, you know, as where he's at as currently, in my opinion. So I was giving it to Matt because he had the last win. But man, I'm starting to lean towards Hermes. The more I think about it and how prepped he is and angry he is and young he is and Matt traveling and all this stuff, I'm starting to give the edge to him the more I think about it. But who knows? I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. You know, West, go West. But
yeah. But the funny thing is that we never mentioned that, you know, when Hermes goes to WAL, we never talk about traveling. It never has been. But when they come here, then you're like, oh, how the travel is gonna affect and this. No, you're making a base, you know, it's just in case, you know, if the result, just no need, you know, they're gonna pull, the better one will win, you know. No
actually,
need
Engin, I would do that. Sometimes if I went to America, right, and I got absolutely battered, I'd be like,
well, it was a long flight and I had AIDS.
I have full on done that.
All right. Listen, Engin, let me teach you something about international polling, all right, that you don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead. I know your intentions. You are a cool guy. You have good intentions. So nothing that you say or joke about that, I wouldn't take it in the wrong way.
Hey, get this. Big news, guys. Super chats just come in from Michael Todd's calcified bone of Your Hands on My Bowels fame. And he's put, in all seriousness, shout out to Engin for joining the live session. We need more of him and his expertise. Michael, Devon, Levant, and Engin live. And he's put an exclamation mark on that. He'd love to see you all on live. So, yeah, big shout out from Michael Todd's calcified bone there, Engin. Another fan. See? Another T-shirt by you. Right there.
Engin thinks everybody hates him online. That's not true. More people love you than hate you, Engin, for sure, 100%.
But the only thing that in my entire life, no matter in my country or outside of my country, about like almost everything, people either love me or hate me. I don't see people neutral about me.
I've never been so impressed. I've told a bunch of people when I got home about this. Engin is basically the man in Turkey. When we were going around, he has like assistants and people moving stuff out of the way for him, and he's just like, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, and people are just flying around the country, drivers and people picking up people for him. Like, there's people just taking care of me. So it was really nice. And for all you Americans that think about traveling out there that are nervous about it, Engin looked at me one day and he said, listen, he's like, if anybody mess with you, I'd kill them. Don't worry about it.
It sounds exactly like Engin.
And I believed him, and I was like, whoa.
No, because they are asking, you know, if it's safe or not. I said, you are our guest. Our guest means honor, you know. You are nobody can mess with you. You understand? You are our guest. As long, till you go to the plane, you show your passport, you live in the country, you are our guest. So that is how we see our guests, you understand? Yeah.
I was treated amazing. In Turkey. It was a fantastic.
No, except the last night, the half box of pizza.
Oh, did they eat all the pizza? Oh, mate, who does that? Especially if everywhere.
We forgot about him. He told me because there were so many people. He said that, okay, Engin, tell me. We start eating. And half box left. I was like, oh no, we forgot about Derrick. And I said, give this to guy that room number, you know. And
it's a shit pizza, a vegetarian pizza or something. All the meat feast's been eaten, and there's like 2 slices of like celery pizza.
I was in my room. I didn't think there was any pizza coming. I hear knock, open the door. It's somebody I don't even know. I've never met before. And he has a box of pizza that was cold. It was halfway gone. It was just the second half of the pizza and a bottle of Coke. He's like, this is for you. And I was like, what is this? I didn't expect any pizza. What's going on?
Cheers. Just knock over a couple of super chats, guys. Thanks for your super chat, mate. Really nice of you. Thank you very much, brother. Really appreciate it. Paul Lynn's famous cup. which is one of my favourites. Members of the Troll Army come flying in there. He's put me in this conversation to cheer up Engin. Mate, Engin's in a great mood. He's buzzing his ears off. Look at him. We're even thinking about getting the t-shirt done. And Daniel Urick's actually come in straight away and put, where do I get a shirt, Neil? Mate, it depends which shirt you want. But believe me, we got some classics. Ginger Lake is now live. Ray Loves Cats. I don't know whether I mentioned. Ray Loves Cats. Shirt is out there now. Chris Gamo with a super chat. If traveling to other countries is a hassle during COVID, what about chartering a big yacht so everyone travels to international waters and back? Well, from what I can understand from Derrick and Engin, it sounds like Engin's plans, it would actually be probably cheaper to buy the fucking yacht. Because he's already pricing stuff up that, yeah, we only need another 100 matches on this. It's all right, son. Joe Mama.
Gonna go crazy.
He's coming with a super chat. I'm from North America, and I love Engin. 100% want to buy the Engin is not happy t-shirt. Joe
Yeah,
Mama.
you can see how much he loves me. You can see how much he loves me. He wants to buy Engin is not happy t-shirt.
It's an awesome shirt.
It's an awesome t-shirt.
It is an awesome shirt. Derrick, would you buy that shirt? I would full on buy that.
Yeah.
Of course, as long as they have a 4XLT blanket that I can buy for me, then I'm there.
Oh, mate, thank you so much again, mate. Really appreciate your support. For
Derrick, you should pull Arif Ertem. You don't think that you are not ready, but I don't know.
I feel like there's a couple
person
steps.
that I am seeing right now. The person that I am seeing right now is different than the person I saw when you were here. You look in better shape right
I'm
now.
massive right now.
Yeah.
Ray doesn't want any of this. Ray, you come forward with that shoulder. I'm gonna throw you over the table, Ray. I wish you'd come forward with that little shoulder.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
Come at me.
Come at me.
You bring that little shoulder forward.
Yeah, I'll do.
So let's crack on with our. Well, I'm just conscious of time, guys. So let's crack on with our next review. And I think this one might be a little bit more.
Sarah.
You say, yeah. Let's go, Sarah and Irina. Who's everybody got? I think most.
I think
Sarah.
left arm Sarah, right arm I think Irina. This is I'm gonna be short. Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking that Sarah told me she was like 85-90% with right arm, but she had 5 more weeks, so she is hoping to be 95-100% with right arm as well. Left looks. I mean, I think that she's the perfection of pulling way. I think Sarah is the best female puller in the world. I'm not talking about that she's the strongest.
No, you're talking
the way
about
that
Armwrestling.
whenever I see that with the hand control and pronator and the pressing, she's doing this very well, very well.
She's a great
Of course, someone stronger can beat her, but her control is very good right now. And with left arm, I think that she can win. With right arm, I think Irina is gonna win. I was thinking that it could be closer with right arm until I saw the picture 5 minutes ago, but I don't want to be negative about it. But that woman gave some trouble to Gabriela at WAF. Not super hard match, but she gave some serious trouble. But she just had a baby before the WAF. And I think she trained like 1 month or 1.5 months or something before the WAF. So right now, what I heard that she is training like crazy. And the picture that I just saw that shows that she is in great shape. And I think with right arm, Irina is the favorite. With left arm, Sarah. But Sarah needs to be careful even with the left arm because the woman is not a joke.
No. And that's, to be honest, mate, that's interesting backstory and insight. The fact that, a lot of people may not know, me included, that she just had a baby prior to the WAF.
Yeah.
Which
this is what I heard, from the third person.
Yeah,
you know whose student she is?
Whose student she is? No.
Bob the Hoblo student.
Oh, okay. Bloody hell, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah. She is Georgian, but just remember that, there is South Ossetia and North Ossetia. Normally, North Ossetia is the part of Russia, and the South Ossetia is the part of Georgia. But just because I think she's not Georgian, but I think she is Ossetian, I think. But from the South, I think, I'm not 100% sure. But she is Georgian citizen. And I think that Russia got the South Ossetia. Remember some years ago, they entered there and then some political conflicts happened. I think that is, I don't know, because they are both from Ossetia, and I think that's how they are trained. This is all my guess, I'm just making some conclusions by knowing some facts about the political things, but I may be wrong.
Yeah. But another super chat in from Ray's Fuzzy Cattail. Another Engin fan, he's just put, Engin, the internet is a joke, not an iron dick. Don't take it so hard, mate. Hope the bastards don't grind you down. So he's
but just because it's internet, you don't have to disrespect people. You don't have to say bad words to that person. Not they may see these things that way, but they can't expect from people from other cultures to see as exactly they see. You understand? Like you don't go and then to the Indian person, you don't joke about the cow, right? Because you don't joke to them. You understand about that? Because they think that way, and then if you have some sensitivities in your country, then we should be careful about if we know it. I'm just saying that no need, no need. You just right there, like you only push me away, just I don't gain anything. The 2 tournaments we organized, like I set the match with Viola, and I said like prize money, big prize money, and then I trusted that myself that I'm gonna win. I set Irakli versus Sasha match with the money that I was planning to make from my super match. So directly that money I gave it to the winner because I said another super match. You understand? So I was just happy that people saw Irakli versus Sasha. You understand? The prize money sponsor was for me. I took the money. I said another match. So I don't gain anything. I spend from my pocket. I love it. You understand? I love it. I can sit and watch those guys, forever. Just like super guys. And then because of COVID, these guys and their prime, and they can arm wrestle. I'm not in my prime. If I don't arm wrestle anymore, it's okay. I did enough. But these guys still train and they have dreams. They write, I'm gonna beat. I had the same dreams, so I understand them. So I try to.
It's genuinely really good, Engin, that you're putting these on. Well, you've got the opportunity to do it, mate. Like I say, that you're in a country where you can get the matches away, and there's nothing going on, and people want to see world-class arm wrestling. I mean, the other month when you put the show on, I was like, yes, mint, here we go. We've got a number of really top-class matches. It's fabulous. We have Derrick there live streaming it. It was great. It was, it's an afternoon well spent. You get to see top-class pulling. Absolutely awesome.
We allow to create opportunity for them. You understand? And then more we do it, more you can see that who is where right now. And they see themselves, they make a little bit money. And, it's good, but whenever you just like right there, negative things, bad things, you kind of discourage me. And so you only can push me away. I mean, if you want me to just go away, I mean, I can go. It's okay. As I said, I love being part of it. I love to serve arm wrestling. Just all I respect. You don't have to love me. You don't have to like me. But just don't disrespect. That's all I expect.
That's fair enough. We got a super chat just come in from Matt Tickle My Limits Larrett. Thanks, brother. And he's just put, Sarah is about 60 miles from me on arm bet, but I've never hit her up to pull because I like my arms attached to my body too much. And the funny thing is, Sarah's been getting very active in practices over there. We've seen her pull in at a number of practices, and she looks in fantastic shape. And she's one of those ladies, Sarah, that when she commits and really decides, right, I'm going for this, I'm going to get myself in great condition, she is so professional in her approach to things. She really does show up, And I've got to be honest.
She is brave too, Neil.
Oh,
brave.
yeah. I'd actually like to see her and Gabby again. I really would.
What amazed me about John Bursing was like how brave he was. He would just step up anywhere against anyone, any weight, any country. Like he was just like crazy. He just wanted to. Remember, he was almost trying to get 86 kilo to pull Rustem for the third belt. So when Sarah made the decision, he's gonna continue with the WAF. And then I realized that, she has like so many, like hundreds of thousands of followers. And if she could just pretend, you know, like, look at me, you know, I'm the best ever, this and that. I mean, people would believe, you know, some people does that already because they have so many followers that they said they are the best ever something. But she didn't want to be a cartoon hero. She's not. But if she would choose that way that I said it, then she would look that way on my eyes. But she chose to go to the, what do you call, Lions Den, you call?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where the Gabriela is, where the Irina is, where the other Slovakian girl is, just stepping up there. And hey, listen, Sara to play safe in her golden cage. I mean, and then being number one is worse than going there and taking number 4, because I would just like say bravo for showing up there and then just going there and doing your best, you know, so that brave, you know, the courage, the courage, you know, yeah. I mean, if you are the best, just ready, you know, just like go, you should just put your elbow on the, is there anyone, understand? You should be that way. If you really believe you are the best, you should be able to do that. Don't be like, you know, oh, I wouldn't pull that guy. Of course, I wouldn't pull anyone either, but I'm far from my prime, you understand? But if you are if you have any, I don't claim to be the best in the world right now. I used to be, but not anymore. If I would claim to be the best in the world, I would again, put my elbow there. Is there anyone? I would say. I am still, if you realize, I'm not choosing the easy targets. I'm pulling with. Remember, I pull with Arthur. Arthur, I get my ass kicked. Again, I'm trying to beat Arthur. I pull with Mindaugas. That's not a joke. I pull with Viorel Dobrin, not a joke. And I said I have 2 more targets if I beat Arthur, if I come back. Bozidar and Zola. So I'm not choosing easy targets. I could just bring to my home country, put on TV, some guy that I would just crash, and then just go and then say that, okay, yeah, this guy was the best and I beat him. But no, I mean, even at this age, with these injuries, I don't deceive myself. So let the young guys in their prime, including Sara, to prove themselves against the best ones instead of just sitting. And Sara didn't do that. And big respect to her. I wrote this as well. You know, she just proved that she has the real champion spirit, you know, by doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's knock over a couple of super chats, guys. Daniel Urick's come in. Shout out to Derrick Smith and his crew working hard, getting a ton scraped up as well as what Engin has done. Awesome job, guys. Thanks, Daniel, for your super chat, brother. We'll just run down through a couple more of these. Yuha, Tenkan, I'm very active tonight in this. Engin, we need you, mate. You're a connector of East and West. Yeah, he's certainly doing that, no doubt about it. So a lot of love in the chat for you there, Engin. Daniel Morgan, thanks for your super chat. RVJ versus Sasha. Thoughts, Engin?
It depends. It depends. I don't think that you know, Sasha is almost same as Bozidar. Like, it is easier to beat them inside than beating them outside. You understand? Because when you go outside, you're only dependent on your pronator. You can't really do so much like joint. Like, you need to beat Sasha by pressing over his pronator, not so much to the hand. You will see Sasha losing more inside than losing outside match. Yep. You will see him losing Ozan Koçak. You will see him losing Tatachins. You will see him losing Zola. But if you realize, all went inside, not the hand. Because when you put his hand to the neutral position, you can't really take his wrist. But he can still apply pressure this way so much to the sideway, incredible side pressure, even in fully supinated position. So if Rob says that I'm gonna go outside, and then just take his hand and beat him outside, Sasha is gonna beat him. If Rob is ready to apply a side pressure with the full wrist control over Sasha's pronator to the sideway, or even inside, you know, he will have a chance, but not with outside. We will see that.
Well, how do you see that, Derrick?
I think Engin's completely incorrect in everything he said. I want to start off with that. No, just kidding. I think,
how can you not disagree with me?
I think you cannot do that every time. It gets old, dude.
See, I am happy when you agree with me. See, you guys said the Engin is not happy, sure. Just make Engin is happy when people are
Engin is
visiting.
Yeah, we could do
with
an
flowers and
like a black
sunshine in the
white
background
version.
and like little bunny rabbits.
Engin is not happy, and then
Engin is happy.
Engin
Um,
buzzing off his tits.
This match, people ask me about it. I was giving the edge to Rob only because I feel like Rob might have more tools. Obviously, I think his genetics are better, but I think from the amount of time he's been in the sport and whatnot, I feel like he would have more tools if and when things get sticky. I think he can make more potent adjustments. You know what I'm saying? As far as like not just a small minor adjustment within a hook, he has a full outside option, full inside option, and I feel like he'd be a little more fluid on the table. So I give the edge to Rob. But what do I know? What do I know?
90 kilo limits, 90?
Not necessarily, mate. No, we're going to speak to both men and see where they're at, but it'll be around about there, around about the 90 kilo. The biggest thing
in my opinion, Sasha is the second best guy in the world, and if Rob beats him, I think under 90 kilo, Zola will be number one, and then Rob will be number two if he beats him.
Yeah, it's
high praise.
It's definitely something that will, I think, change or solidify is a better way of putting it. Solidify people's opinions of Rob Vigent Jr. if he was to come over and get a win on Sasha, because Sasha is a very, very serious prospect for anybody. Yeah. So if he comes over and does very well, if he came over and dominated, that would be a wow moment. I think a lot of people would be like, "Holy shit, that's." It'd sit a lot of people.
I have seen Rob pulling Marcio years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 3-3. Yeah.
Yes.
And Marcio at those years, was very, very strong. And Rob to be head to head with Marcio, and I think Marcio probably was a little bit heavier than him.
That's correct.
And yeah, so it just shows that Rob is no joke. Rob is very, very serious level puller, but we just don't know where exactly he is. Up, when we compare it with the best 90 kilo guys in the East, who are, Zola and
that's what I keep saying.
Sasha. Yeah, other guys too. There is Pleman is very dangerous guy. There is Tortiev is a dangerous guy. Here, but they are not really. Can you imagine that? I would bet you that Sasha would beat Tortiev, but Zola just can't. And then Zola beats him because Zola can apply power, because Zola can press so good
when his wrist is
Zola is incredibly strong with the flexor, incredible. But when he can't flex, he is also losing. But Sasha is not so great with the flexing, but
he doesn't care.
Flat position to not to be bent and apply power this way.
Pressure, very. When a guy gets that down good, it's like we were saying earlier on. Sasha's an absolute master of pulling with the flat wrist. We've seen Todd do it very well. It's a very, very hard person to beat when they're comfortable in that position.
He's very comfortable.
Bozidar is the same way. Bozidar wrist curl is good, but he also doesn't lose his wrist flat, and then he doesn't really beat you like this, but he presses you sideways. Puts you out of position, and then while doing that, he also curls his wrist,
Correct.
But
remains extremely calm.
Pressure, yeah.
So the other day at the office, in a position where most people would be they'd be rattled. We were talking about it earlier with the Bozidar Tortiev match. That maturity when you can maintain the position and not panic when you're scratching. When you're in a situation where there's not a lot left, and yet you don't lose shape, you don't lose form, and you're pretty comfortable in your arm wrestling there. And that's something that Bozidar carries a great threat in that. Sasha carries a great threat in that. And it'd be bloody interesting to see how that turns out. I absolutely cannot wait. Touch so much wood that everything changes in the UK and travel's permitted. And because
I heard Pleman is 92 kilo, Pleman Dimitrov. Pleman versus Rob Vigent also would be a good one, trust me.
Yeah, there's a lot, mate. There's a lot of matches that are ace.
Yeah, because his hand is so strong. His top roll ability is so strong. It's hard to match his hand strength.
It really is. And Aaron Stein's just come in with super chat. Engin, you're a living legend, true inspiration to arm wrestlers everywhere. I love you both, and nothing but extreme respect for yourself. And he's also thrown me in there as well. And he said, I'll be ordering some merch. Aaron, thank you very much for your super chat. Really, really appreciate the support. Just to let everybody know, guys, we're going to be on for about another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to let these guys get on with their day. It's been ace, actually, to get all you guys on here. Time's flown by. I've really enjoyed it, you know. It's good fun, mate. It's been good fun. Engin's got the old massive forearm going there. Back in action. Hey?
Oh, man.
So best comment I read was, look like Engin has 4 forearms. Like your forearms.
Derrick, are you coming to Istanbul? You should pull Arif.
He's gonna get you. Engin's gonna get you.
He also wanted to pull Jordan Sonev.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
You and Jordan on a be ace. Was he?
You wanna pull him? You wanna pull him?
No, I just feel like it's a lose-lose situation. I'm like 100,000 pounds heavier than that guy. I feel like it's a lose-lose situation.
Listen, when you pull Arif, you don't lose anything. But you have like tons to win, you know, because world heavyweight champion, also super heavyweight. But Jordan is 100 kilo, and like, yeah. But
you said FA was doing good against Arif?
I mean, there has been times that, yeah, he's causing problems, yeah. Especially if Arif tries to control, yeah, there has been times. Right now, I think Arif is better, but time to time, if Arif is not in super shape, FA is causing problems, yeah.
There's a great super chat just come in, guys. I absolutely love this because it's something I've not talked about. It's from Daniel Urich, and it just says basically,
we also love Ray and his cats. I feel like Ray feels left out.
And I've never mentioned before this evening that
Ray absolutely loves cats, and cats love Ray.
Ray, I'm just hearing about this cat thing. Yesterday, someone was telling me about it. Wait, so you really are like a big cat guy?
Oh, he loves cats.
Like,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I just heard about this. I was like, what is this cat thing going on with Ray?
You don't mind a cat.
People were telling
How
me
are
that.
you with cats, Engin? Do you like a cat?
You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a cat. Normally I wouldn't like cat, and my wife asked me, and then we get like 3 months old one, and it was a street cat. We just wanted to not to buy a type of like cat, but just to protect one cat from the street.
Awesome.
And then I loved her so much. Like, I mean, I never knew that cats were that great animal, you know. And
oh my God, you want to raise people?
She just got poisoned and she died.
Oh shit!
You know what? I was like 45 years old. 2 years ago it happened. I mean, if you would see me, you wouldn't believe how much I cried. I just love
I feel you, bro. I never respected you more in my life. Classic cat dad story. Like, dad didn't want to get a cat. Now dad loves the cat, you know.
Classic cat dad story.
Yeah.
I've never been a cat guy. There's a lot of cats in Turkey, though. When I was there, there's cats everywhere.
I know.
In Turkey.
Yeah, you don't mind a cat.
Because we feed them, you know. We feed them, we help them, with dogs everywhere.
Found out a lot about you, Engin, on the show. I've known you for like 107 years, and I've never known that you were a cat guy.
Ray's so happy right
I wasn't.
now.
I became.
Recently, there's another shirt. Engin also loves cats.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
I love kids. We downstairs, we have an apartment, a woman with like 30, 40 cats. And she protects them. She finds them with no eyes or something, you know, she goes, takes them veterinary. Every month I buy them like 20, 30 kilo of the cat food, you know, just to support her, you understand? Every time I leave the apartment, they just come to me. I sit and love them, you know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know, because they need love, you understand?
I'm coming to Engin's as fast as I can.
Ridiculous.
Engin, you need to get your ass over to Latvia, son.
You sound like a Latvian. They love a cat in Latvia.
He knows.
I mean, not only the cats, I love all the animals, you know, I love dogs as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those animals doesn't need only food and water. They need to be loved too. These are all street animals, you know.
Tremendous. This is good stuff. I love this. So we got another super chat just come in. Camille, thanks for your super chat, mate. And he's just put, so glad Engin's back. Another t-shirt ordered. Thanks, Camille. Thank you. Thanks for your support, brother. Really appreciate it. And yeah, it's all coming out. End of the show, and we know that Engin don't mind a cat, loves a dog. Bit of a. How are you? Do you like a fish?
You like,
I mean,
Yeah,
Alex,
you mind a fish?
do you like a fish?
Yeah.
my father was taking me to fishing when I was a kid. You know, it was boring to me, but I just love to spend time with my father. But I never liked to eat fish. I don't know why. They say it's very good, but I should try.
Well, I don't mind it. I don't mind a bit of seafood, mate. I don't mind most food, as you can probably tell by the fact that I've got back tits. But anyway, thanks for your super chat, mate. Absolutely going wild out there. He's had a great day. Thank you for your support. And thanks. Just before we end this thing, guys, I want to say a massive thanks to everybody who was tuned in and checked it out. It's been great to get Engin back on the show. And I think everybody will agree. He's back in the mother fluffing house. Also great to have Derrick Smith, ladies and gents. Get yourself over to Derrick's channel. Check it out. And the man who loves cats, the original Rolly Royce, Liepins, of the Fix fame. Remember, we're going to be live on Sunday night. Myself, Rolly, and Paul going out on the Fix on Sunday night. And yeah.
Bowen's getting married.
Right, yeah, Bowen will not be there. So probably we'll get a few more viewers than we usually get.
I think we will double our viewership because Ryan is away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's spread the news.
That's it. But no,
Hey,
right,
I'm going to be live today. I'll be live today at 4 o'clock in
live
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours from now. Derrick Smith going live. And I think in between that, you might find that Rolly Royce goes live because he was actually going live before and we put it up for him. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, I want to just say, if this is your first time on Supernatural Strength Channel, please like, share, subscribe. I want to say a massive thanks for checking us out, guys. Everybody in the chat for contributing to the show. Engin, cheers, brother. It's great to have you back.
Thank you for the invite.
Biggity bong, mother fluffers. See you next time.
See you guys later.
You'll take care.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.